Welcome back, everybody, to the Nerdcore Podcast, the podcast that reviews movies and talks that nerd shit. This is episode 528, and we are continuing on with our Ingmar Bergman Film Month. As always, is the Nerdcon here to host the show alongside my wonderful co-host, Young Yoda.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. Magical
And-
Wednesday at that.
And
So magical, we got Ayden to appear.
again, yeah, our special guest, our special guest, Ayden, joining us for this month.
What's up?
And this is the second review in the month as we discuss The Magician.
Ooh.
Yeah, we're getting magical this week, boys. But
Magically
sadly,
delicious.
shut up, Brad. I know this is really late, y'all. Well, not really late, but it's late.
Not that late.
Yeah. Really late would be kind of like on Friday if we did this on Friday.
Or what we were
But-
trying to do. Was it last week we were trying to do this, or was this Monday? We were trying to figure this shit out.
Monday.
Yeah, Monday.
Brad doesn't
Raul was like,
understand
I'll
the
do it
time
at
change.
10:30, and I'm like, nah.
Damn, I
It
did this
wasn't
shit
gonna be at
midnight.
10:30, you dumbass. It was gonna be at 8:30 your time.
Yeah, I was still like, nah.
No, it's not, bro. You're just a fucking asshole. I don't understand why Brad didn't understand the time change here. You are an hour behind me. And I was saying,
Let
hey,
me
Brad,
just throw it out there. I would have done it. I just liked annoying you.
fuck you, fuck you. Either way, I
And
didn't
Ayden
get
hadn't
back.
even watched the movie yet anyway, so it didn't even matter.
No,
I mean,
you're
I was about
good.
to.
Yeah.
I was ready to watch that shit, and then like I'd go on at midnight. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. But what's up, Bane? How you doing, bro?
Pretty good, man. So this was my pick, I guess, this week. And this is one that I'd seen previously, I guess, but it's been like such a long time that I didn't even remember this shit. Are we good to go into the intro of this one now?
No, not yet, man. Come,
Oh,
chill.
Oh shit! All right.
You trying to get me?
He's excited. He's
He's
excited
trying
for
to
the
make-
magician.
Yeah, Spider-Man meme. Yeah.
Oh, we gotta do the spoiler shit. Yeah.
Yeah. No, we don't have to do spoilers, but I just want to know how Brad's doing.
I mean, I'm good.
Yeah, you
Chilling,
doing good,
chilling like a
man?
villain, stacking money to the ceiling.
Yeah. What you do? What you been up to this week?
I'm gonna have a Cubano.
Cubano. Okay, cool. Cool, man.
Not a sandwich, the coffee. So
Oh, okay. Damn it! I thought you
Yeah.
had a Cubano sandwich, bro.
no, I wish. God,
Yeah. Ah, fuck. Don't
Sorry.
fuck me up a Cubano.
my
right
pants
now,
just
bro.
got tight in different ways.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, what's it called? Not much going on here today, y'all. We have been missing content in a bit, in the last couple of days.
Because you
I
were
have,
working.
but yeah, I've been like the festival, Houston Cinema Arts Festival was on this week, and holy shit! I mean, I'm done. I think I would like to say that I'm done. I think I am. And yeah, I was up to my head with screenings, and I was like, Brad, I am so tired. We can't
Are
do
you-
this right now.
Are you allowed to talk about the movies? Like what your
Yes.
favorite one was?
My favorite one is a body horror film that's going to be coming out next year in February called Sick of Myself.
Ooh,
It's
That sounds kinda cool.
basically about this narcissistic couple that like live together, but one is always trying to fight for the attention, and a girl takes illegal Russian drugs that have been linked to skin
Licked.
disease, linked
Hmm.
to skin disease, to a really, really bad skin disease, and the film is absolute fucking bonkers, bro. Some good body horror too.
Is
Oh,
this a short, I guess, or these were all
No,
like features?
feature.
Oh, shit, okay.
Feature. Yeah.
Are we
yeah,
talking like
yeah.
up to Cronenberg level body horror? Are we talking like that?
No, let's not invoke the name of the master like that,
Okay. Okay.
But yeah. Hello, Americans. Hello, Riley.
Hello, Kylie.
It's being distributed by Utopia, so we'll see how that goes. What's it called? Hopefully, it does like get a theatrical, like big theatrical release. But usually, I think those are like pretty small from them. But yeah, nonetheless, y'all, we're here. We're gonna do this with y'all. But yeah, man, I'm tired, but fuck it, we ball, bro. I guess that's how you say it, right? Fucking we ball. Fucking we ball, yeah. All right, man. So, Ayden, this movie was made in 1958. So, fuck a spoiler. What's it called? Warning. Get in with it.
All right, let's just get right into that shit.
Wait. Ayden's comment.
You don't want to see what's under this, bro. This is worse. What's under this is worse. Yeah. My hair
Okay,
is
sorry.
all over the place.
Sorry, I felt that was important enough to stop.
That is an important. Before we get into
Important
fuck
message.
the spoilers, but we do gotta address that shit.
Fuck spoilers, but we gotta address the fact that I look like Parappa. Fuck you
Where's the
guys.
gold chain?
Spoiler, I never heard of it. Okay.
All right. So this is The Magician, the original title being Ansiktet, which translates to the face. And basically the synopsis of this is when Vogler's Magnetic Health Theater comes to town, there's bound to be a spectacle. Reading reports of a variety of supernatural disturbances at Vogler's prior performances abroad, the leading townspeople, including the police chief and medical examiner, request that the troupe provide them with a sample of their act before allowing them before public audiences. The scientific-minded disbelievers try to expose them as charlatans, but Vogler and his crew prove too clever for them.
Yep. All right.
And of course, this is written and directed by Ingmar Bergman, starring our boy Max von Sydow, Ingrid Thulin, and Gunnar Bjornstrand, among others, but those are probably the most notable.
Yeah. Rest in peace to Max von Sydow. You know,
fucking goat.
The goat, man. The goat. My favorite priest, except other than the other, what's it called? The one from Scary Movie 2 would give him a run for his money, but yeah, you know. That's because that motherfucker was fighting for his life in that film. But
that man didn't give a fuck.
I love family. I love family. Yeah, Ayden, you good, bro. Fuck you, bro. Brad, we're gonna go ahead and throw it to Ayden. This is his pick. So Ayden, what's it called? Open it up here. What are your initial thoughts on The Magician?
Yeah, yes. I remember, as I said, like this is one that I had seen before, but I remember it's been such a long time, and the first time I saw it, I really didn't like entirely get what was going on. Like the vibes were cool, and like some of the characters were like definitely interesting, but I really like wasn't like that aware of like what the fuck was happening. I was like, why is this guy just not talking? But definitely loved like all the way it was shot. Still, like I'm definitely glad to be back in the like super kind of gritty, like late 50s, early 60s Bergman, like black and white, contrasty as fuck era, as opposed to like the one we started with. And definitely kind of a different feel as well. Like it definitely has more of his like theatrical influence rather than like being a more like a film based. Like it's not quite the Seventh Seal. Like it definitely feels more like it came from a stage play.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely a bit of a different vibe, but it's definitely kind of one that's worth a watch.
I agree with you. Brad?
Yeah, I really enjoyed this movie. I didn't feel this movie had like any pacing issues because I was watching this and then I looked up and it was over. I'm just like, okay.
Okay.
That's dope.
Yeah, it kind of hits you with some shit, just like
yeah. I mean, it's just interesting throughout the whole movie because you're just like, okay, what the fuck's gonna happen next? What's gonna pop up over here? Oh, that's cool. And then also to go to Ayden's point, the whole gritty black and white. I mean, that got me right. The natural lighting that came through. I'm just like, this is Kurosawa vibes. I'm all about this fucking winter right here. One of the scenes, the carriage coming in and then the light through the trees, and I'm just like, well, when are they going to have a rain scene? Because then this really be Kurosawa full on vibes. But yeah,
we had this at the end. Right?
Yeah, I just generally love this film. This film was really, really like great.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised at myself how much I just I'm playing around.
This movie blew.
Yeah, no. I mean, I'm surprised at myself at how like I had never gone into this film before. Like I didn't watch this before. Like this
let's be honest. The title, The Magician, doesn't really sell it.
Well, yeah, like doesn't sell it, but also just like what's it called? I'm also thinking about the fact that like this is very like this is early Bergman, but it's like really interesting Bergman that it's like it shows him like kind of out of his like element here because it's like not his very like it's nothing like Persona, it's nothing like Through a Glass Darkly, but it's kind of very similar to like Seven Seal in a way, but it's kind of got its own flair in there too, which makes it feel like really unique in his filmography.
I think it keeps on your toes because you're not expecting anything. Because in one moment you're like, oh, these are just a bunch of fakes, phonies, frauds. And they're just there to steal money and sell these fake potions. Apparently, that's rat poison, so that's great to know.
That was
I love
crazy.
that scene.
That was
Like, oh, it's rat
crazy.
poison. It's like, he'll be fine. He's young. It's like that's not how that. What? Okay,
That's not how that works. He's going to die.
but then you have the moments of where the grandma is like, oh yeah, I saw a dead body in there that was just hanging around, and then further on the movie, there's a dead body hanging, and you're like, are some of these people actually touched in a way? Like, do they have like some special powers in some form? So it keeps you guessing throughout this movie, and I think that's what really like makes this movie is you don't honestly know.
Yeah. I agree with you, man. I fucking Max von Sydow is great in this film as well. Um, I Brad, I can tell you that I kind of agree with you on the pacing thing. I think that what's it called? It's pretty much well paced. But it's just I don't think that it's on the level of stuff like that I've seen from him, like fucking Through a Glass Darkly, Persona, hell, even Cries and Whispers and all that. But I was pleasantly surprised how much I like this movie, man. Um, Ayden, I know it's been a while since you've seen this movie, but how did you feel about it a second time now that you've watched it?
Um, I don't know. Like, I think it's probably still ends up about the same as what I
Mm-hmm.
initially rated it as, and I think like kind of watching it a second time and then kind of like understanding it through like reading his book, I kind of appreciate maybe like where he was going with it a bit more.
Mm-hmm.
So he was talking about how it was kind of talking about like himself as that kind of like mute magician, I guess, and how he worked in like a theatrical environment, and
Yeah.
how he kind of like felt like some of the characters, like the police chief and the medical examiner, were kind of like his critics or whatever, and how they were
Yeah.
like almost like a film about like his own like imposter syndrome as a like an artist, I guess. So that was kind of an interesting take on it. After I read that, I was like, oh shit, that actually kind of makes a lot more sense, because like the first time I saw it, I was like, I don't know what the fuck that was about. It was fucking cool though. But like from that perspective, I'm like, oh, that's actually kind of cool to see, like interesting way to like think about your own career, even though by that point he was already like getting fairly successful in his films.
Oh yeah, 100%. But I think he does also kind of include a lot of like commentary about like art criticism, art, and a lot about how people kind of get like stagnant with what they're doing and like how gullible people are too. Like
Mhm.
he made somebody drink rat poison.
Yeah,
People
that yeah, that was interesting.
like
Although shout out to the one dude who took the love potion and got some
yeah.
yeah, dude took the
Yeah.
love potion, like
yeah
got a little
like
too
in the
close
laundry
to a
room.
titty from some thunder and was like, oh, it's the love potion shit.
Yeah, it's the love potion. Like just jump into my arms. I do gotta
Yeah.
say I gotta take half a point off of this movie though for that cop's wig because it bothered me throughout the whole fucking movie.
Thank you for the follow, Electric Master.
Electric
Master.
Mastro.
That's true.
Mastro with an
Yeah.
O.
Yeah. Thank you so
Thank
much
you,
for
sir.
following us. Um,
Or ma'am.
and I
Or-
Yeah, man, and I don't know, man. It was like also like the cinematography from Nyquist. I think this is Nyquist, right?
Yeah, I think by this point they
Yeah,
were all like,
they were all pretty much working together. Yeah, I really liked it. I liked the costumes as well. I thought the costumes were pretty well done. The production design. But I don't know, man. It's just like there was just you know I couldn't say that like I have like thoughts that are like on the level of something that I've watching from like Persona, but I gotta say it's really interesting to see like these really early Bergman because it's like you can tell that he has a lot to say, but he doesn't have it as overtly like in your face as like when he's doing stuff in like Through a Glass Darkly or Persona.
yeah, you can tell that it's more like he still is in that theatrical mindset, so he's like thinking
Mhm.
about how to do it that way rather than like kind of showing it in the image, I guess, like as he does so much later on, especially as he gets like on to like the island of Faroe. I don't know what to say that, but I think he really kind of there learns like how the environment also can like help shape your story, or when he's more outside. So this was kind of interesting to see that it was like all kind of interior based and felt kind of like more like a stage play in that way.
Yeah, I agree with you. It felt a lot like a play. Like, you know, this, like, if I could put two examples, like this one and Autumn Sonata are the ones that feel so much like plays. And I like that's always been the strength of Bergman though. Like he's able to bring like a really like unique vision to his films because he's like works so well in both plays and cinema. Like he's able to give you like this really interesting look into his movies. But in this one, I felt it was just a little tad bit distracting, and I was like, oh man, like if only we could have hammered down the vision a little more and be able to like really bring that to the screen better. I was like, damn, I would like think this movie's perfect, but like I thought it was good. Brad, looks like you had something to say. What's up?
I had nothing to say. I just
I was
had
just
that look on
looking
my
up.
face.
And I guess this was not by Nyquist. This was still Gunnar Fisher, who is kind of like with some of his earlier stuff, who also shot The Seventh Seal, I guess.
Oh shit! I
So
thought
that's
Knives
interesting.
shot that.
So yeah. I guess I would have loved to see what Nyquist did with it. Like Gunnar did fucking great here, but
Yeah.
love my boy.
Yeah.
This actually was one of his last ones with Bergman, I guess. That's interesting.
And then after Knives is just what's it called? Like
Yeah, Nyquist just
over
stole
there.
it. Like I think after
Yeah.
like 1958. So like Wild Strawberries was Gunnar Fisher's last. But it seemed
Damn.
like a pretty good trade off. Like going from like Wild Strawberries and think like right into that. I think like Winter Light and shit like that from then on with Nyquist was kind of like it seemed like it was still
Yeah.
the same style.
Yeah, but it's crazy. It's like you see these films, and like I honestly thought this was Nyquist, bro. Like I really thought,
Honestly,
like,
yeah, I would have thought the same.
but I guess that's just also like Bergman's kind of like unitary vision that he kind of always carries. It's like it's kind of like very,
Yeah, the same way with it, like with like one of my favorite directors now, Sam Esmail, like his movie and then his TV show, same feel. Like even though it's like totally different cinematographer, like he still is able to communicate that intention to his cinematographer.
yeah. But yeah, man. I mean, I hate to what's it called? I hate to like be like we don't have much else to talk about, but like, does anybody else have anything else? Because like, I really don't know how to describe this movie to y'all, man. Like I watched it, and I was like, okay, so that went down. I was like, okay. A lot of this movie really is just a bunch of fucking villagers just being stupid and like falling for
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it is really a very difficult thing to like explain unless you've like experienced the film. Like it's not one that. That's why I think it was so hard to even find like a synopsis that was like a good way to wrap it up, because it's like you can describe it in so many different ways. Like you get that's kind of your main thing, but like there's so much depth into it that you just kind of have to experience rather than being able to like.
It's like very focused chaos.
Yeah.
That's kind of
I mean,
what.
the fact that they get hired to perform for the king is what's crazier, bro.
Well, and not only that, they get hired to perform for the king, but before that, most of his troop quits because they think he's about to be like hung.
Yeah, really incredible turn of events in that last little bit there.
They're like, we're not with him anymore because he's about to die. Pardoned by the king. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, you got pardoned, bro. You got a presidential pardon.
Even the grandma was like, I'm out. Like, look at all this money I got. Later.
But like that's the thing, Brad. Like I turn this to you all. It's like, you know how fucking funny this shit is? Cause like none of them are going to jail, but you should fucking be going to jail. You fucking killed someone, bro. Like you made them fucking, like I don't fucking get it, bro. Like this is crazy. Like,
well, and then they were dragging a cadaver everywhere too. Well, he wasn't a cadaver, and then he was a cadaver. Although
yeah.
I did love the scene where they're like, dead dude or ghost or whatever the fuck they thought he was, and he was stealing the bourbon.
Stealing the bourbon, yeah. All I know is that after they go to the fucking royal palace, Granny better be fucking out of commission, bro. Like,
Grandma was the one that scared me because she has like
Shoot her
some
down.
She has some sensitive superhero powers or some shit.
Yeah.
That rat poison keeping her young.
Mhm.
Jesus Christ, man. Like, of
I
course.
just loved how he was just like, yeah, rat poison, it'll be fine. It's like, no, it's not how that works.
Yeah, it's not exactly how that works. Like, oh,
No.
he's young. He's gonna be okay. He's not gonna
He'll be
die.
okay.
Are you fucking stupid? Like, that's not how that works. That's rat poison.
I think the same thing happened when I when I had my hernias and shit. I went to a surgeon. He's like, "Oh, you're 26. You're fine." I was like, "What the fuck?"
You'll
I
be
didn't drink
fine.
rat poison, but it's like that shit's not gonna go away.
It's just like I don't get it, bro. Just fucking doctors are like look, doctors should be trusted, right? We should trust the medical professionals, but sometimes they be telling us shit that like makes me really wonder how the fuck did y'all make it through medical school if you're
Yeah.
telling me here that I'm gonna be okay because I'm young. But but it's all natural, gluten-free rat poison should be fine. Hello,
Mm,
Casey. Hello,
Sugar
Stacy.
free.
it's low carb.
Oh man,
It's part of the keto diet.
yeah. But like
Just
I
kidding.
said,
No, anybody on the keto diet do not take rat poison. That's
no.
not a thing.
Nerdcore is not influencing or advising people to take rat poison at all. We are not affiliated with rat poison. Yeah,
We will accept a sponsor though if they do.
but don't
have a
eat it.
rat
Use it to
problem?
kill
Don't
it.
eat it.
Yeah, but like I said, final thoughts here. I like this film. I like the performances. I like the costume, cinematography wise. There's just parts of the stories that like didn't it's part of the story that didn't like grasp at me, and I was like, oh, ultimately, kind of, I was like, I've seen better from a Bergman, and but I'm not saying that it's bad. I liked it, but I'm gonna go ahead and go with a shit. Fuck, I'm gonna go with like a 7.75 here. 7.75 out of 10.
Pretty good.
Yeah. Aiden?
Yeah, I mean, I think I definitely like appreciate the film, but it's not one that has like the rewatchability as often as something like Through a Glass Darkly or Seven Seal, I guess. So for me, it's probably like an 8.32 ish, kind of right on
You
there.
always
I
be
think
giving some wild numbers sometimes.
you know, I gotta get
bro.
it specific as hell.
8.038.
Yeah. He's gotta be
Um,
really specific. When like usually what I tell people
That's
is
it.
like 0.25, 0.5, 0.75, man. Like
it's
that's
not quite like it's just in between 8.3, 8.4, but you know.
yeah. Boa noite. Boa noite, Rus. Boa noite. Brad, final thoughts here. Give me your final verdict too.
Like I said, I really enjoyed this film. Like I really enjoyed this Bergman film. It had a lot of stuff cinematography wise. I liked the overall story was just chaotic as hell. So it's kind of one of my favorites by Bergman right now. So
Oh man, okay.
for that 9.5.
Oh shit.
Buenas noches. Buenas noches, Russ. 8.5, Brad. Damn, you're the highest
No,
one
nine
from
and a
all of
half.
us.
9.5.
9.5?
9.5.
Bitch. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
All
like this
right.
fucking movie.
All right. All right. All right.
It's called The
Well,
Magician. How I'm not gonna like it.
a
It's like Magic
motherfucker
Mike,
drinks.
but in the 50s.
Yup. Oh man, a motherfucker takes rat poison in this movie. How do you not like it, right?
Yeah, exactly. There was some fucking comedy in this. It's just like
Yeah.
this fucking dumb.
Yeah. I gotta say, like this is like one of his best like horror adjacent films though. Like it's not straight up horror, but like it's really like interesting if you
It was
look at
getting
it through
there.
that lens. Yeah. But that is our review of The Magician. We are going to be continuing on with our Ingmar Bergman month next week as we look at Brad's pick, Sawdust and Tinsel.
That one's
Never
really
seen
cool.
it?
Like that
Oh.
was gonna be one of my picks as well. I think that was one of my other picks, but I didn't win this shit anyway. But still get to watch it.
Still get to
Still
watch
get
it.
to watch it.
Hell yeah, bro.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was looking at the synopsis. I'm like, this sounds cool. Then Raul was like, well, that was Aiden's like second pick. I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
Good, because Aiden's never gonna win
None of you
shit,
bitches
so.
won, so yeah, none
Yeah.
of you motherfuckers won. So it's
So it
like
doesn't matter.
doesn't really matter. Yeah. When it comes to the guest months, I think the rules get bent a little bit where it's like, sure, you can take his pick either way. It doesn't really matter because he didn't win it.
We're
So
gonna end up watching all these movies anyway.
Yeah, and I
so what
guess
do you
like
want?
we've already watched like a good batch anyway, so
Yeah.
it's like we might as well.
Yeah.
move on.
yeah. So yeah, what's it called? We'll be doing that next Monday, but tomorrow, Brandon and myself will be talking about Clerks 3. So go ahead and look forward to that. But in the meantime, we thank you all so much for sticking around, y'all. We thank you all so much for listening to this review. Of course, if you are watching this on YouTube, make sure you make sure you subscribe to the channel and leave a like on this video. Remember, when you subscribe, you click that beautiful notification bell so you don't miss a single piece of content that comes to the channel. Yep. Of course, if you're listening to this on a podcast platform, drop a 5-star review. I know not all of them will allow you to, but Spotify and Apple definitely let you drop a 5-star review. So drop it.
5
Please.
stars and tell your friends, damn it.
5 stars, not that 4.32.
No, not 4.32. I know Aiden
Not
would do
3.14. We don't want pie.
Yeah. For Aiden's review, they made me wait 2 days to talk about this movie.
And I still watched it like last second as hell. I was like, oh fuck.
Luckily, it's only an hour and 40, so it's okay.
A little longer than I was like, oh, it's probably like an hour 29 or something. And then I was like, 41, motherfucker.
Somewhere out there, someone in their heads like, that fucking bearded old man and the Mexican don't know shit about movies. Don't
That's
give them
Tony.
once,
That's literally
they-
Tony.
yeah. But they give us 5 stars. Oh man! But we thank you all so much. Go ahead and do that stuff, please. It really helps out the channel. It really helps out the podcast. I know that episodes are late. I need to upload them. I think you all know at this point that I'm terrible at uploading these episodes. Fuck, if we could just pay somebody to do that. So we want to thank our Patreon supporters, because without Patreon supporters, this is not possible. If you want to become a supporter on the Patreon, make sure you go to www.patreon.com/thenerdcore. Or if you're watching on YouTube, check out the little link that's on the bottom scroller. Brad, I will have you know when I'm doing my my videos on YouTube, if when I'm recording them, I sometimes fuck up and I say patreon.com/nerdcore instead of patreon.com/nerdchicano.
Well, we know where your heart is, and that's how it should be.
Fuck you. We want to thank especially our producers and our writers, our producer and our writers. Brad, tell them about our executive producer, Shane.
You can follow our friend Shane at twitch.tv/XSRK or on Twitter at thriftedil, or go buy something from the Suppy God at Present City Vintage in Illinois.
Damn straight. We want to thank our writers, Tony.
Hey, Tony.
At Real Nerdy Dad on Twitter. And our wonderful Kylie.
Kylie in the chat.
Damn straight. You can follow Kylie at Kylie P Sports 90 on Instagram, Kylie PLI on Twitter, and you can watch her get her ass beat on fucking Saturday this week when I defend the fucking title here. This shit right here, bro.
That thing's like 15 matches. I ain't gonna fucking make it.
Yeah, bro.
So
I'm
y'all
sorry,
do what you
Kylie.
need to do. I'll talk shit later.
I'm so sorry, Kylie. I'm going to embarrass you like I embarrassed Brad. It's just what's going to happen.
As he freezes.
Yeah. All right. And of course, Ayden, you want to let them know where they can find you?
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at ABYRNES152 and on Instagram at my name Ayden.Burns, BYRNES.
Yeah. Not Burns, URNS. Why?
You gotta spell it dumb as hell, like you're Irish and you're drunk.
Oh, man. I didn't say that one.
It's the easiest way to ever explain it. Just unnecessary Y's. That's all my name is.
Only 10 matches, Brad.
Oh, fuck.
only
I just
10 now?
activated Siri.
Wow.
Oh, fuck?
Then somehow I pissed Siri off on my watch, and she's like, I can't help you with that. I was like,
I can't spell your name either.
All right, man. We'll catch you all tomorrow for a review of Clerks. But in the meantime, let's go stick around. And Brad, let's send him out.
All right, Raul. Thank you for being the host as always. Thank you to Ayden for joining us again this week.
Yeah, thanks,
Thank you to all our listeners out there, all our Patreon supporters. We appreciate each and every one of you. Also, thank you to all those who joined us in chat. I don't know if I said that or not. So, and to end this episode, I'm just gonna say they call this movie The Magician, and nobody even pulled a rabbit out of a hat. What the fuck? Young Yoda out. That one dude did make something disappear into that blonde, though.